Today I want to talk about hiring a videographer and why you should really choose wisely. In full disclosure, I have a videography business. We do corporate, nonprofit, as well as wedding videos. I received a message from someone about a couple days ago, I guess it was, inquiring about helping them out. It was a wedding that happened. The video team that showed up shot the wedding and apparently then bailed on the edit. And this individual was reaching out to me to see, could we help? I suppose this happens out there. It's something I hadn't really thought a great deal about, but yeah, I guess people do sometimes show up, shoot video, and then not come through on the edit or things like that. I was a bit saddened by it, though, I'll be honest, because this is a special day. If you know anything about weddings, you know that it's usually a once-in-a-lifetime event. You really only have one opportunity to catch this day, and you're entrusting people to do a good job for you. There's the venue, the dress, the prep, the reception afterwards, and these moments will probably never happen again in your life, most likely. When we're doing weddings, one of the first things we do is we just want to make sure we capture as much of that day as we can. So one of the things we do is we just say right up front, we're going to spend the entire day with you. Some people do it by a number of hours, and I get it, but I figure I'm going to burn an entire day with these folks anyway. Let's give them the entire day. It's their day. It's their once-in-a-lifetime day. So this individual reached out to me and said, I've got this footage. Can you help me with the edit? And I first said, before I can even answer that question, I need to see the footage. So they had placed the footage on Google Drive, I think it was, and I began to download the footage. It was about 36 gig worth of footage, which when looking through it, I thought was a little bit light, honestly. The last wedding I shot was over 300 gigabytes, which was probably overkill. But I took a look at the footage, and I felt really, really bad for this person because the footage was, in my personal opinion, was pretty poor. The footage was shaky. The composition was pretty rough. The exposure was off. The lighting was poor in most situations. And they were a lovely bride and groom. The audio was absolutely terrible. It seemed as though the audio had just been captured from the microphone in the camera, and that there hadn't been any audio captured from lavaliers, lapel-type mics, or by plugging digital audio recorders into a soundboard or anything. So the only audio they had was just what was captured on the camera itself, which, if you know anything about that, it's pretty poor, usually. And I asked myself the question, did I really even want to be associated with doing this video, honestly? Because this is a representation of the work that we do. But I was very clear with them that if I was going to do this work, I wouldn't do anything without a detailed contract laying out that we did not shoot the footage of this. In addition, I'm unwilling to put my name on it at the end of it. I'm unwilling to put our studio's name at the end of it because that footage is not representative of how we do work. But at the same time, there was a part of me that wanted to help out. I felt bad because this gentleman just wanted a really nice wedding video for his wife. So I did offer to help, and I priced it such that we would have adequate time to edit, do all the things we could do, with no guarantees that the quality would be to the level that I would expect. Some people out there would say that was a mistake. There are a lot of studios who would not take on that job, and I wouldn't blame them. I only offered to do it because I felt like maybe we could help somehow. One of my friends would say maybe I have sucker printed across my top of my forehead. Maybe that's true. This person hasn't taken me up on the offer, and I don't know that they will. And if they happen to see this, I wish you the best. I hope someone can come through and help you out, and maybe they can do it more affordably or probably even do it better. I'm not saying we're perfect. But it made me think a lot about when you're out there and you're choosing vendors, please take the extra time to vet those vendors well. Choose people that you really trust. And I don't know that this person didn't do that. They might very well have trusted this vendor and really done a lot of vetting. But it's a disappointment to our industry, in the videography industry, when we see things like that happen. Most people really want a quality product for you, us included. So if you're out there choosing vendors, choose people that you trust. Look at their work. Does it look good quality to you? Do you believe them when they talk to you about they're going to show up? Ask them questions about their equipment, even if you don't understand it. Ask them questions about how they plan to capture your day and who the people that are working with them will capture that day. Spend the time, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime event that you'll probably never have another opportunity like this. And certainly you can't go back and recapture that day. So when we do corporate work, we have the benefit that we can go back and reshoot, right? We don't have that luxury in weddings. It's one of the reasons that I think weddings are often underrated when it comes to their difficulty. It's a lot of pressure. They never go according to plan, honestly. They're usually delayed or changed up, and that's just part of it. A good team has to be able to adapt, adjust, and still capture everything they can about that day and create a quality product for you. So don't underestimate what goes into wedding videos. There are tons and tons of things that have to be done to make that day special. Corporate work, it's enjoyable too, but it's a different kind of work. But weddings, there's something about them. So if you're out there and you're thinking about a wedding video, even if you don't choose my studio, please vet your vendors and vet out those videographers and really feel good about the folks you're choosing. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.